Minecraft has millions of secrets, it's a matter of how many of them are true though. I've been a Minecraft fanatic for my entire life, so I know a little bit about these lores. I will be discussing some of the biggest secrets known to man today, so stay tuned. Number 1. Why certain mobs have never been introduced, like giant zombies and illusioners. Alright, see, these two mobs have been trapped within the game files waiting for their debut. The only issue is though, developers have issues with the gameplay if we were to add in these monsters. So to elaborate on the illusioner, it's just an evoker with the magic bow, so it was really just too complicated for the sake of anything. Realistically, the mechanics of something as powerful as that just doesn't suit the sandbox game, whereas the giant is simply too big. It doesn't make sense to have a full-on Hulk storming down the mountain, assaulting you while you're trying to make your steak on the campfire within the depths of the forest. Doesn't that just sound fun? Number 2, chances of the rare splash text on the title screen. Do you know those little yellow texts when you boot up the game and you're ready to chop down some wood? Well, in fact, there's a rarity to those. To state the obvious, there are 359 possible texts that could occur when you're opening up the game. According to my best guesstimate, we've all definitely seen around 250 of them. You don't really pay attention, but I promise you've seen a lot of them. If you're a Minecraft veteran, of course. Nonetheless, there is a 0.1% chance you will see the Mincecraft. Not Minecraft, but Mincecraft. It's exactly how you might think it is. Honestly, you wouldn't even notice if it popped up. I guess the chance is like 1 in 10,000 that you might see it. So maybe if you've booted up the game 10,000 times, you might have noticed it by now. But it's one of those things where you probably just don't notice it because you're just logging onto the game so quick. Number 3, features that never made it into Minecraft. We all know the good old features that never made it into Minecraft, so where do I even start? Over the years, the developers have to decide what makes it into the game from all these new updates like 1.17, 1.16, you get what I'm trying to say. So there's definitely no easy decisions being made. Some of these that I named probably got removed, but nonetheless, we have break pyramids, sky dimensions, culture and potion making, and you can just imagine the endless possibilities that can come from a sky dimension. That would be amazing. So I hope this gives you a new perspective on how complicated it is, because Mojang would have added them by now if they actually thought that it would make any sense. Like an infinite lava source. You have to go all the way down into the mines or find a random lava pit in the middle of nowhere. Does that even sound cool to you? No, but Minecraft never added that update, so we have to live with it. And just to name one more, probably rubies, which got turned into emeralds. It's fair, it's fair. There's nothing really much to it, they're just ores. Number 4. What is the end compared to the universe? We all know Minecraft is sort of similar to Earth in many different aspects, and they actually made it kind of like that, so that's the whole point of it. The end is a different story. It's basically a pitch black sky with floating islands, so we can presume that it's like space. To top it all off, it's just so barren and dull, like it's just kind of the spacey vibe. But although this still isn't the case, and it's definitely not HE double hockey sticks, but simply just the end destination of Minecraft. Everything is similar to our Earth except this one dimension. In a sense, this kind of sounds like it's heaven in the way that it's your final destination, but still not the answer. The answer is actually nothing, you could say. Yeah, it was kind of boring, wasn't it? Number 5. How infinite is Minecraft actually? We've talked about the Farlands where it just turns into strips of land and infinite glitch. Now let's look at it from a broad perspective. Let's open up the pages, because there's only one way to actually approach this. The start of the world to the edge of the world is about 30 million blocks, so in retrospect, how would it even be possible to use every resource in the game to create enough structures and enough buildings to compensate for all of the millions of land that you have to build upon? There's a limit at the end of the day to how much you can make yourself. I mean, sure, you can have infinite cobblestone and trees, but to get to the diorite or cobble deep slate for all that time, just to name it, it would take years. Literally years. Decades probably. Centuries. We're not even alive for centuries. That's how broad this world is. Or big for a better sense. We probably don't even have enough time in our lifetime to fill up the world if we're just playing by ourselves. And yeah, if we are relating the game to real life, not even that is infinite. So what makes us think that Minecraft has enough food and ores to sustain us a lifetime? Number 6. What are villagers saying? Villagers have been yapping for over a decade, and it's actually so confusing. It always comes up in the back of our minds what they're saying, and it's just kind of like dogs where you hear the tone of their voice, but you don't know what they ever mean. Of course, I did what every other YouTuber does and went out to the Reddit community for some help. So as you recognize their actions, there's always a distinct as if they're agreeing or accepting something from another or blatantly getting mad. Not even after 15 years has the developers or anyone sought out to tell us the exact words they say. We just know that they say certain phrases that align with their actions. Number 7. Where did the origin of Minecraft come from? If you break down the name Minecraft, you'll get Minecraft, which are the two most essential actions in the game. That information has nothing to do with what I'm about to say, but I thought I'd just point it out there. Oh, and right after I find out about this, there's an article saying that he did this for the exact same reason. You know what they say, right? Great minds think alike. Sorry. Anyways, the name has been slightly changed over the years from like Windows 10 Pocket Edition or something crazy like that for the cross-compatible users, of course. And then you have Java Edition for all the PC people. It was minor, but over time it was just called Minecraft. Changing names in business can mean anything in how it affects the market and the price, so therefore Marcus Peterson and his crew definitely did not make the easiest decision of their life. I mean, it's literally the first thing you see when you get a game. Not the graphics, not the background, the name of the game. That's the first thing you'll ever pick out from a game. Number 8, is there anything beyond the 3 dimensions? And I hope this is just not me, but there's been theories that the Nether is theoretically located below the overworld. There's an obsidian wall coincidentally on the top of the Nether, although for the end it could be above. This is all just a rough thought though. For example, what's above the overworld? There can't just be a sky with nothing in it, right? That's not how anything works. Even the earth has space. So there's something above the sky above us right now. So we would have to think that there's something in the files that would involve Skylands or something like that. All of this is to say that the secret is false. I mean, should you believe me? Yeah, I think so. I mean, you probably should if you're watching the video now. Number 9. Why do Endermen pick up blocks? So the most important part of Minecraft is how Endermen actually have the audacity to pick up our dirt blocks from our own world and think it's okay. Well, in fact, what if I told you they're just minding their own business and they're just some curious, tall creatures that like to build? They're usually just minding their business anyway, like I just said, and their focus is never on attacking people. So what do you think they do in their meantime? Probably just relocating their dirt blocks so they can make their own castle out of dirt. Or just for the sake of their own boredom, just walk around causing a ruckus. You could be wondering about their temper tantrum. And hey, they come from the end, so like, what do you really expect?